It's Dewana coming to you live for my first YouTube video. I am so excited because I've been saying that I wanted to make a video for so long, and given the whole coronavirus thing, I can't go anywhere anyways, besides to the doctor's office. So I figured I'd make my first YouTube video. So one thing that I really wanted to show you guys, or any of you who might be interested, because I watch a ton of these videos, is an unboxing of the Lansinoh Smartpump 2.0, just to show you what comes in it and how it's packaged, and everything. I don't know why, but I was so excited about this pump. I also, well, so I'll have two pumps, and I plan to do a video later where I compare the two pumps that I plan to use, which is this one, the Lansinoh Smartpump 2.0, and the Medela Pump and Style Advanced, which I hear so many mixed reviews about, but everyone loves Medela, so I figured I'd go ahead and get that one through insurance, and I did with the help of Mama Aaliyah, or Mama Alia, if you don't already watch her. She's on YouTube, and she's an exclusive pumper, which is the journey that I am on so far. And she recommends the Lansinoh a lot, and she also reviewed it and had a beautiful coupon code, so I was able to get it at a good price. I think that it runs retail of maybe 139 is the last price point that I saw, but of course that may have changed. Yeah, so I'll leave a link to it down below, and I'll leave the information with, so that you guys can go and check it out for yourself. But with all that said, I'll go ahead and get started on what comes in it. And well, I'll show you the box as it comes. Wrong side. This is how it comes. Alright, so not too huge, and it's not so heavy either, so I feel like it's gonna be light, which is good. Kind of lightweight, easy to maneuver, because I plan to make caddies with the pump and everything. So okay, I opened it, and inside I have this, which is a beautiful cooler. Alright, they have a little cooler in there. I'm going to open that up to see what's inside of it. Oh gosh. Alright, so it comes with two sets of flanges, and I believe one is, let's see, 4 millimeters, and one is 27. Let's see, I think that's what we have here. A 24 millimeter and a 27 millimeter. But either way, they come, of course, wrapped and packaged for your use. And they seem pretty cool. I'll have to do some sizing, of course, because I haven't used the pump in a while. So they have these, which are the bases for the bottles, I guess, which are also in here. The bases for the bottles, so once you hook it to the pump, you can, if you're at a surface, you can sit them down, and it'll just, the milk will go, and it'll be sitting sturdy on a surface. And some, what are these, like duck bills? I think these are the things that go inside of the pump that sort of, when the milk goes through it, like filters it. I don't know if that's the exact purpose of it, if it's a filter, but okay, maybe. Okay. Oh, so those are extra, because when you open it, the bottles also have it already attached to it. So they give you extra duck bills. They give you, so this one has, alright, all the tubing, and more than likely I'll want to order extra tubing and all that jazz, because one thing I've noticed with a lot of EPers or exclusive pumpers is that you want to have all the parts sort of, you want to have extras just in case, because if you're exclusively pumping, if anything goes down, you don't want to not be able to feed your baby. So they have these two beautiful little bottles, and I think that you can also purchase these. You all of this, which I love about Lansinoh, or I've heard so many great things too about Lansinoh, because I did use Lansinoh, um, a hand pump when I had my daughter 10 years ago. So I did like the hand pump, but one thing I've heard about them is that you can get extra parts pretty easily. Their customer service is great, um, which, you know, you're already postpartum and dealing with so many other things. You want ease of access to the things you need. So have that with the connector and the tubes. What's this? Okay, so they give you one nipple and top, I guess, to attach to the bottle if you're in a situation where you just need to give your baby the milk right away. From the bottle, I believe these are the Mama's bottles. I'll have to double check on that too. But these, they sell these separately, without being in the thing. I'm not sure which bottles our baby girl will like, so I don't know. I'll try this one with her, of course, but I didn't purchase these. So I'm interested in seeing if, you know, if this is the one, because these are relatively, the ones that I saw are relatively, they're cheap. So in comparison to the ones that I did invest in, I went ahead and bought the Boone Nourish bottles. I didn't get the Kamatoto, but I did get the Boone Nourish, which I've heard is comparable to the Kamatoto. And I got some MAM bottles, and I plan to try this one to see, before I invest in all these different ones and it's not even one that she likes. So moving on, there's a beautiful ice pack. I like this ice pack. However, I think I like the ones that have the, so even though I haven't used this one, I haven't even used this one, but I think that I would prefer the one that has the ridges, so that when you put the bottles in, it sort of separates, has a separator, and it'll cool the whole bottle in case you're going out for long periods of time, or, you know, if you're pumping and you're out and you need to store it for longer. I feel like those would be more efficient. If not, then I would probably need more than one of these, because I'm the type of person, I go out and I stay out until, you know, I'm ready to go to bed most times. So I don't know how that will be in my EP life. Don't quote me, like that'll still be the life that I live, because anyone who's ever had a child or prepared for postpartum or anything, you know that, you know, there's a new normal. So staying out for long periods of time just might not be my new normal, but just in case it is still my thing, I would probably invest in more ice packs, or a different type of ice pack. And then inside the cooler, there's a lot of space in here. I feel like you could probably fit quite a few bottles if you needed to. If you needed to fit quite a few bottles, you could fit those in there. And let's see, this thing here, I think this is the tote bag, and I'm going to open it up. So this is cute, very compact. I'm interested in knowing if it's bigger. Alright, open it. Oh, okay. I like it. I like the material that it's made out of. So it feels like denim a little bit. Feels like denim, but it's not. It's not denim. And then inside, oh, that is neat. So they have this like insulation pouch inside of the bag where you could put a bottle, and they have another pocket where you could just put a bottle, but it doesn't have the insulation. There's a few pockets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, a few pockets. All right. So it's a cute little tote bag, and with this you could probably put, even the cooler if you wanted to. Um, this would be, if you wanted to carry all of the accessories and all the things that came along with it. So, all right, here's the adapter. Oh, I forgot to mention like the huge thing about the Lansinoh, which is one of the things that drew me to it. The Lansinoh Smartpump, anyway, is that it can be operated via the adapter, or you can use batteries. So the way things are going right now, the way things seem all apocalyptic, um, like people are acting like we're not gonna have power or anything, in the next couple of weeks. So, anyways, I said all that to say that this one can take batteries, and so if you have a bunch of batteries, if you want to be on the go, if yeah, if you just want to, move around the house and not be attached to something. So it is very cute. I think it's cute. I think this little handle thing is cute. And the way I have my caddies set up, this will like fit perfectly. But anyway, this is the hole for the adapter. Then on this side, they have the hole for the tubing. Batteries. Oh, and you see this lovely thing. That's the QR code. I haven't hooked it up to the app yet, but I definitely plan on doing that today. And it takes 6 AA batteries. Not too bad. When I come back to do the review or the comparison between this one and the pumping style, I'll let you guys know how long the batteries last, which batteries I used, or what's best. And yeah, and overall I really like. So a lot of the complaints with the other ones for Lansinoh were the buttons, because they had sort of these the print that could wear with time if you use it a lot, especially as an EPer. It would rub off. So they upgraded that to engrave it so it looks really good. So they have the cycles, the let down button, let down function, which I could go more into depth in a different video, but it lets you it mimics the baby's natural sucking pattern when they first start. So it kind of goes kind of fast and quick and drawn, and then it'll start with a natural rhythmic sucking pattern, which you can adjust with these, or you'll have the option to save, which I'm excited about using that part, because I don't want to keep setting it every time I turn it on. And yeah, also I guess I could show you these, but it does come with the manuals for the app. So like I said, I'm going to set that up. I already downloaded the app, so I wanted to look at it to see what it had. And you know what? One function I really love that this app has so far is the water. Oh my god, water. Because breastfeeding, anybody who's breastfed or plans to breastfeed or whatever, water. Okay, being hydrated is number one to maintaining your production, and also just a lot of things. Water, there's a lot of reasons water should definitely be monitored. So it has that functionality. You can track water, you can track your pumping, which automatically syncs to the app when you're using it, so you don't have to log it manually. I'm okay with logging things because I've developed the habit, at least this pregnancy. For those of you who don't know, I do have gestational diabetes, so I have to take my blood sugar very often, and I've written those down like every single day religiously. But yeah, but logging diapers, logging water intake, logging and all those things, it might become a bit intensive. So I appreciate that this app already has that feature, and I can't wait to try it. And then you have the manual for the pump itself, which it'll tell you how to use it and what each part and adapter and what symbols mean. Um, Also, I've checked out their website, Lansinoh's website. And through the app, they give you a lot of information about breastfeeding. They give you information about um, pumping. They have so many resources on their website already. So I definitely suggest, if you're thinking about getting the Lansinoh, or you already have the Lansinoh or whatever, just checking into those resources that they already have and offer, just to the public, for information purposes. Even if you don't decide to go with Lansinoh, the information they have is great. Um, so yeah, so far that's all that's in there, and that's a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, and they'll tell you on the back all these different things came in the box. All of these things came in the box. Um, I will come back to you for a video about how it works. If I want to show you guys how it works, how it sounds, and all of that jazz. But for right now, I have been told to wait a week before I start pumping. But I am expressing colostrum antenatally to, uh, in case the baby comes out with low blood sugar, because I do have gestational diabetes. And so I haven't used the pump yet, but when I do use it, and once I get this journey started, you guys will be looped in. This is part of what I want the channel to incorporate. My personal things. Also, for those of you who don't know, I am a childbirth educator. I'm also a doula. I specialize in postpartum, specifically for individuals who deal with perinatal mental health, or perinatal mood or anxiety disorders. So if any of you have any questions or would like to see more content about those things, also about childbirth, it can be anything birth related, or about perinatal mental health in general. And yeah, so this is us getting started in the midst of COVID pandemic. So I know it's a lot for a lot of people, and I recently wrote a post, which I'll leave the link for that too, for those of us with anxiety, which I deal with anxiety. But I'm trying to find productive, i.e., me making this video, productive ways to deal, to cope, and to just get through one day at a time without really sending myself into that mind state, where you're just tense and everything's just all wound up. Especially during pregnancy, you don't want to be in that space. As I am approaching labor any day in the next couple of weeks, so it goes by pretty quickly. Again, any questions, anything you guys would like to know, check out, stay tuned. I'm new to this, so I'll try to come back with videos every, I won't set a time frame. Baby's coming, we don't know how life's gonna be, but I will try. I really am, because this is something I want to do. I want to share information and really just put things out there for others who might be looking for the information.